And then, well, that's when the dominoes start to fall in.
Elephant sees melon.
Elephant walks toward melon.
Elephant rider encourages elephant to abandon melon.
Elephant ignores elephant rider.
Elephant rider uses hook across elephant's head.
Elephant keeps walking toward melon.
Elephant rider breaks elephant hook across elephant tusk.
Elephant decides she's had enough of elephant rider.
Elephant picks up elephant rider off her back with elephant trunk.
Elephant rider groans in rubble.
Elephant walks over to elephant rider, puts elephant foot on elephant rider head.
Elephant rider screams.
Elephant rider head explodes like a melon.
Elephant walks away.
Elephant rider, don't. Simple. Parade stops, man dies, elephant turns killer. All for a melon.
Nothing. Thing didn't flinch. Somebody screamed, townfolk ran off in a panic, and that thing kept eating while the poor man's crushed head sat next to it, all open and leaking.
Right down our main street. Town is cursed.
I propped the church doors open, but nobody came in. I stared at the steps, the empty steps. I walked back into the church and let the door swing shut behind me.
I forgot. Maybe God stopped punishing us.
Listen to that. It comes true. Your dreams come true. But it's not the sparks you've dreamed of. No. Their wish, their desire, their chant. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! $8,000 is a lot to lose. But investments get tricky when they want blood. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, the circus understands your wishes. This merry matter will be settled to your liking. Hang it! There's a crane at the rail yard that can lift 100 tons. Says so on the side of it. Hanging suits me fine, I guess.
I'd never believe it. Always the place to be tomorrow. Owen. Ain't nobody hanging an elephant tomorrow. So that's something.
So now what sparks in your mind, though? What am I supposed to do? Just walk away? Leave them to figure out for themselves? No. I stay. I stay because if I don't, they'll mess it up. Make it even worse spectacle. And yeah, they start to smile and open their mouths, but I stop them. I tell them, don't think I've forgiven you. Don't think I'll ever forgive you.
Well, how do we get her out to the rail yard tomorrow? How do we get her out there without all hell breaking loose?
Tuskers aren't stupid. They'll know something's up. You have to make her think it's a normal march. Mary has to lead the parade. Like it's any other parade.
Well, then what?
Then we'll chain Mary's foot to the track underneath the crane so she can't move. And you'll lead the rest of the elephants away, fast, before they can smell the panic on her. And then someone will have to go up and put this chain around her neck. Somebody she knows. Someone she trusts. Relax. I'll do it.
You don't sleep that night. You think. You wish you could charge admission tomorrow, but it's not your show. It's theirs.
Morning finally came.
Couldn't help but feel it. There's a spark in the air.
Ma told us not to go.
But we was going.
I went to bear witness, to see the glow.
Never been so proud.
Trucks up!
Why the hell did they bring those other elephants out?
They led them all through the rail yard to the crane. And this guy,
No.
the killer's foot,
Now.
the train track.
Then the elephants started making this sound.
Get him out!
I knew
Come
how
on,
they
come
left
on.
the big
Now.
one was gonna get it.
Real funny sound.
Sounded kind
Lord.
of human.
Like 20 to 30 people moaning full out all at the same time. We plugged our ears.
Finally.
It's okay. It's okay. You ready? It's showtime, Mary.
But she didn't seem spooked at all. That one guy put the chain around her neck, patted her back, and stood up. He ran off, and she was alone,
Mud in the folds of her skin.
She looks scary.
helpless,
Guilty.
like a killer.
Like a queen.
Rose up steady. Till it was on its hind legs. Tiptoe. Toenails scraping the railroad track. Tiptoe. Like it was doing a trick.
But then we started wondering why that thing wasn't going up any higher.
Gears sounded kind of stuck.
Well, maybe an elephant's soul is too heavy. Well, maybe her soul is as heavy as the rest of her.
But it wasn't the cranes. It was a people problem, not a crane problem. People tend to not always remember so good. People tend to not remember the little details. When they got an elephant in front of them, nobody did. Nobody remembered to unhook her. Her foot was still chained to the railroad track.
So it was kind of ripping her in half a bit, pulling her leg at this weird angle, her leg trying to keep her down, while the rest of her was headed up.
Her leg broke. A bone about the size of my whole body. Breaking. I could feel it in my spine. Ached in sympathy. Baby!
No!
They unhooked her foot, her trunk flailing about, jerking.
The chain broke!
No!
She came crashing down to the track with this sound like an oak tree cracking in half.
It was loose.
That guy who clubbed her before started screaming. Then somebody handed him a thicker chain. He hooked her up again and ran off.
Crane lifted it off its feet again. Higher, 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 higher.
She made some noises. Some air just kind of puffed out of her. And then, that was it. I let my breath out. I breathed in, searching for clean air. But the air was stale. They hung that thing for nothing. Still got mud on my shoes.
Leave that crane Mary swinging 20 minutes longer. Townies were waiting. She was gone. History. Looks like I might need some diamonds after all.
Look at that thing swing. Look at what happened in Irwin. We hung a damn elephant. An elephant. We made the impossible possible.
Down the floor. For Leslie. Doubting me. I could never lift her like that. I tried once. was to see. I could not do that. It mocked me! It mocked me!
Best be getting home. Gather my notes, my Bible. The glow was gone. Had a feeling it was going to be crowded on Sunday.
We all got a good twitching that night.
Wasn't the worst part, though.
The worst part was the dreams.
Nightmares.
Johnson City was in 2 days. We'd be ready.
Why did the elephant cross the road? How can you tell if an elephant's sleeping? How do you bury an elephant? You make a clown do it. Nothing lower than us Joeys.
Dig! Dig!
I'm done. Out. I'll settle down somewhere and join a zoo. It doesn't really matter because I'll get old and die. My spark, it's out.
You pack up the tent, load the boxcars, and wait. After midnight, after the prying eyes of Irwin are closed, safe and asleep in their bed, knowing that the boogie monster is good and dead, that they can get on with their stupid, worthless lives in their stupid, worthless town. You wake the clowns. You wake the clowns and you put shovels back in their hands. You tell them to dig her up and saw up her tusks. You have to see what you can get, what you can salvage. An elephant is an investment.
It was September. There's a town. There's a circus. There's an elephant. There's an elephant. You see, elephants, they got them brains like traps. They don't forget anything. Must be all that nuts they eat. Maybe. These people, they got them short-term memories. Let a memory go as soon as they get to them. But not me. I eat peanuts. Stops it all from blowing together. You see, all the color boys down there, they must be blowing together something fierce, real fierce, because ain't nobody talk about how they hung the color boy. Just talk about how they hung an elephant. Damn this thing. Damn this thing. Peanut,